Good evening, everybody. This is discussion question number 9, video post, in regards to the question of reading in regards to earned secure attachment and how it relates to Romans 12 and 2. So the first part of that is we see that Thompson 2010 speaks about Romans 12 and 2, which states, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." So with that, Thompson, goes on to state that if we suffer from insecure attachment, looking to God's story in its fullness gives us the opportunity to move to a secure means of connecting with Him and others. This is where things get tricky. Even the way we hear, understand, and attempt to enter into God's story will be colored by the hues of our own. And that's Thompson, page 138. So from that, the way that I perceived it, the way that I understood it was that when we speak of Romans 12 and 2, it talks about don't be conformed to the pattern of this world. So don't be conformed to the mindset or the ritualistics or the definition of what this world is. Like, we should not conform. We should not mold our lives according to those things that the world deem as being important or being of good value, or how we should not be dominated by how the world defines what it does. But then the second part says, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So when I think about the renewing of the mind, I think about the aspect by which my mind is consistently being retrained on a daily basis, renewed, restored, new growth is what I think about. And so when it comes to this in regards to attachment, I think a lot of time, for me, this really meant to me that if I don't renew my mind, in the concepts of God, if I don't renew my mind in the principle of the word of God, if I don't renew my mind in how I understand God, my attachment to Him is not going to be secure. It's not going to be secure because of the fact that there's always going to be this question mark of what if He doesn't come through for me this time? What if I can't trust Him this time? What if I do something so bad He won't forgive me for it? Because that's how the world thinks. If we really think about it, the world thinks, oh, you can do this to me 1, 2, 3 times, or however many times, and then after that, we're cutting you off. The connection is gone. That's it. Nothing more. And if we fall into that particular mindset, we run the risk of really doing ourselves damage, because we're conforming to something that we were never created to be a part of to begin with. We were created to have that secure attachment with God. I think about it a lot of times in Genesis, where God wanted the consistent communion between us and Him, and how once sin entered in, it broke that secure attachment to us, so that we could no longer stay connected to Him securely. You know, we have those moments of insecure attachments and insecure relationships with Him because of the things that we deem that the world would add into it. Based on the unrenewing of our mind. How does that equate to Cloud and Townsend? I believe that equates to Cloud and Townsend by just confirming God's message of continuity with us. His overall meaning of life for us is to stay in continuity with Him. I think about it and John, where he talks about, when Jesus talks about, I am the vine, I'm the vine, you are the branches. Apart from me, you can do nothing. I even think about that as secure attachment. If I'm not securely attached to Him, how can I produce? How can I be what He's called me to be? How can I be in relationship with Him securely, resting in Him securely, knowing that provision is made for me securely, having that connection as a newborn baby does to a mother? They're looking for that secure connection or attachment, because remember, the baby spent 9 months in the womb being connected to the mother. And then initially, once the baby's born, what's the first thing it's looking for? That secure attachment. And that's how I look at all of these readings combined together. And that's where God is trying to get us to have that secure connection so that nothing breaks that connection from us. So we can have that attachment, so we can understand that our safety and our security is in him because we have that attachment in him. So those were my thoughts. I'm so looking forward to hearing your thoughts. You guys take care. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.